Invisible here, hoping who's inside of me shines through. And today I'm super excited because we're back at it again, peoples! And we're playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. The collection specifically. You're like, Visible, we're not playing the collection. I've never seen you play more than just the first game. What? Well, there's a second game that we're going to play at some point as well. Alright, everybody. I don't know if you're here to say, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you, and they are super excited to see you succeed. I'm super excited to see you succeed. This is going to be great. Okay. Before we get started, you should like, you should share, you should subscribe, you should comment, because you never know when I'm going to go live. We're going to be, playing, and you get to have, choose your own adventure kind of with the evidence. So, I'm excited to see what you all would choose. And then share, because someone else needs positivity, and liking helps other people get it as well. And lets me know that you're enjoying the content. I'm going to play what I want to play anyway, but still. It's good if you're enjoying the content as well. Alright, people. I'm going to continue. Ladder to decisive evidence. So, in case you're not aware, this is what? This is the Turnabout Airlines. This is 2 days before the first case. We're at the back end of it, since it said ladder, so we're at the ladder end of it. And, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, YouTube is still so lagged behind. I don't understand. But it is what it is. I make no promises to read all of the words. And, honestly, we should be able to play, it literally is like a 7 seconds basically, between YouTube and Twitch. That's crazy. Which means, super behind me. But it is what it is. Yeah, it still doesn't say wow. Oh, man, YouTube is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, I make no promises to read all the words. And, yeah, if you haven't seen an Ace Attorney game, you'll figure it out as we go. Welcome to the stream. Wow, so this cargo hold, huh? I remember when he ran. It's so big. Or do I remember running? This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. This is the real scene of the murder. There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we're here, correct? Okay! Let's get investigating, sir. Okay. I am Miles Edgeworth. I too love pushing buttons on elevators. Yeah. Yeah, need the special key card. Okay, let's do our best to touch every single thing, lest we forget something. Now look at this. This is the fun part. Ooh. Oh. This shouldn't be fun, but look at him following me. Bed sheets. So you keep track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing. Sure brings back memories when I work this part-time. Really? Miles is villainous. Okay, so do we not care about the bed sheets? Kind of just figured, it means a giant word name on there. It just kind of seems important. Alright. Large piece of cargo. I should be reading these words. But it doesn't look like they're talking about anything important. Okay. Holy suitcases. Okay, leftover ones I couldn't sell. We're gonna talk about the fact that there was one missing. Oh, Gumshoe actually likes it. Yay. Yeah, purchase. He does not have 1,200. He does not have that much money. Yeah, yeah. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Yeah, what if that's missing? What is this brittle substance or something? Glass fragment. Interesting. Well. So this is the logic portion. Wait a second. Well. Well, we can wait. Let's see if there's any other evidence first. Oh, it was Mr. Hicks' suitcase. And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it. Profile for Jessica. Okay, should I ask her about Le File? Flammable on this one. This says for for exorcism use only. What? What? I doubt he would have, because they're not helpful. Alright, Francesca. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? You then immediately began to direct the investigation. Seems to me that you're already here at this airport for something besides the murder. Yep. Why are you here? I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. It's much too large for one person to take on alone. So we decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Oh! International Crime Police. That's my guess on what the C stands for. Goal involved. Plus, to get our observations, I really can't tell you any more than I already have. Don't even sweat it. Shebang. Shebang. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francesca? Well, I know, I bet he's a beaut. No. Jessica says she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Interpol agent Hicks, did you see that coming? Oop. Why not? Let's see. Broken shards, the glass shards. And I'm out of logic bullets. Let's go. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. The victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. Go, Gumshoe. Ooh. I'm sure those shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find a murder weapon. Alright. You, ma'am. We've got some talking to do. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Ooh, she's a bad liar. You found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. Those was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. Looks like they got to him first. So he really did come here to receive an info. Look at that whip. Like, it's long. Like, it's looped at the end. It looks like a horse riding whip. She hits people with that thing. That's ridiculous. So he really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then, yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Okay, I received a new logic bullet. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And that's I who put him on this case. Ooh, I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. Never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. Awkward. Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. What was he doing here, sir? Nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. I don't think, yeah. Did he get the whip for that? No, but yeah, that wasn't right. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, I'm sure of it. Oh, of that I'm sure. So I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francesca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. Awkward. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. His glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then, the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases. That's terrible. And they entered the elevator, but while they were riding up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks' body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Well, that was quick. Yeah. We're definitely about to enter the kidnapped turnabout. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. Are you blaming Rhonda still, or Rhoda? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Here we go again. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not her. Why? Because she's been with us the whole time. There's no way the game would pull the twist through like that. Wait. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is that the key card allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? And I don't know how to poke a hole in what this is. So we're just going to have to press. Alright. Here we go. Well, we can press first. Let's press. Hold it! That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Neal or even the captain. Don't be a fool, it's crazy. Like without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand. Oh, I think he's about to get it. Yeah. Yay! Can't disagree with her. Miles. Oh, very well then. What about the other flight attendant, Miss Neal? I thought you might ask about her. The point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. It's highly likely it was stolen. It's highly likely? Is that possibility? But I mean, you're kind of hitting me with conjecture too. Like, we don't... And you call yourself a disciple of my father. I mean, like, you haven't actually given any definitive evidence either. And I know you were trying to give Miles a, like, break earlier, but I'm just saying. It's not just the key card that gives her away. Talk about the murder weapon, the capture. You go. Peeky peek. Yeah, she's the only person with the key to open up the display case. But the display case wasn't... Oh, well, then again, we don't know. Wait. Invisible. I know what you're thinking about doing. I'm telling you to wait a second before you do something. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to present. We should press, because that would be the wise thing to do, okay? The wise thing is to press. But what we're going to do instead is something we should not have done. I see. I apologize. Ouch. And thus begins our loading start. Don't even sweat it. It's all good. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend that I never presented that evidence, and we're going to press it. Objection! That's a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. You must keep on insisting that it's a fake. Then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? I see. Ooh, that was a crazy look. Darn. I want to press again so I can, like, just have that there. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo holder that came out with the captain. Must be a way. Must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as murder weapon. Ayah! The crimes. The body. Crime scene body. Crime scene body. Crime scene body. Crime scene body. New save point. Because I'm going to go back so I can get that screenshot. Crime scene body. Crime scene body. Crime scene body. What are we feeling, people? I'm gonna wait a second. See what you guys are thinking. Alright, I got a viewer who said crime scene, so we're gonna go for it. It didn't go away! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's try again. So, we've tried crime scene. Let's try body. It was body. Which makes sense. We haven't done the autopsy. But don't feel discouraged. Because, I'm going to leave it. Because that's the... Don't feel discouraged. We're not going to lose. We're never going to see what it looks like when Edgeworth goes through that and, failed the game screen. We could potentially, but we're not doing it today. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to see if the wound on Agent Hicks' head is consistent with the murder weapon? Yeah, lady. Scrappy. Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner's office at once. Yeah, let's go. Why are you hitting him? Because you didn't do your job. Look at him run. Fade to black. Ooh. What is it, detective? Look at that face. That also could work. Everyone makes that face quite often. They're still doing an autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure. Doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating. Ooh, from his shoulder down to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area. Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times. So. Wait. Scrappy! What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? That's, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon detected? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely... He's not useless. Sir, I told you already. You can't go down there. Is this dude here? Why are you even here? This is such an interesting image. Like, one of them looks like they should be winning, and yet the other one is winning. Please understand I have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice. Finally, I think he get... Oh no. This is about... Hold on to your hats. He's a bro puffed vicious. This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. What? What does that have to do with anything? After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. Wow, the way his head is like just oof. The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. Oh, you just forced me into it. Help. Any thoughts? Oh, I heard a yes. Okay, well, what about this one? Yeah. Okay, that one was just me, just trying. Gee willikers. Okay. So I tried, what about weapon couldn't be found in smuggling? Yo, it's just not weapon couldn't be found. I'm about to lose the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's try cause of death. And smug... Did I already do that? No. Oh gosh. Hold on. If I load from here... Man, dagnabbit. Hold on. I already did this one to this one. Did I do these two? No, I have to do all this over again. When was the last time I said liars? Fudge nuggets. This is why you save repeatedly. Golly, no! Oh, thank goodness it wasn't too far away. That wasn't too far away. That could have been way worse. Spam, 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 spam. Click, 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 click. Now what I should have done, I should have just let it go. Wait, no, I wasn't even going to see the end title screen. Now let's go ahead and save from... Let's wait a second. Okay. This is a perfect place. We shall save the second one. Yes. We shall save from here. Okay. And now, here we go. Prepare yourself to watch my boy just go down again. Seriously, how strong is this police officer? He ran into him and got flung across the side. Like, what are the chances? Maybe I should have saved here, but I think that was kind of funny. As long as he's... I don't think... There's no way to have two murders. That'd be awkward. This count as a murder, or... What do you think that would count as? Because he ran into him and then fell. Oh, he got... Oh! Oh, it makes sense now! Oh! Yeah! Is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. Wait, if that's the case, then why did those connect? What? Therefore, the word was something far bigger. You're forcing me back in! Nonsense! For some reason, I feel like weapon couldn't be found and smuggling should go together. But, okay, weapon shouldn't be found as a smuggle weapon. Cool. Looking for a rather large weapon you'd think would stick out. Well, so far we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way? Yo, Miles Edgeworth. That was anime speed. Francesca! What? What do you want? I found it, Francesca. Found a real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped. Gumshoe's the only one actually caring about this man. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer's been right in front of us this whole time. You might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. Y'all are terrible. He could be injured. He's got a point. Anyway, if you're really a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. You two, they do not care about this bro at all. Ooh, let me save! Let me save! I'm down with you. I don't think I have evidence to show. Which is a crazy thing to say. This is why this game is ridiculous. How could one of the options be, I don't have evidence to show, and that'd be great? What? Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool who meant to fool me. Jeez, start saying that 5 times fast. I mean by not having evidence to show. I was just phrase it as that which caused Agent Hick's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I figured out what was the real... My brother failed! Victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. That's not funny. That's not why I laughed. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. It's just like, what? It wouldn't be the first time in Ace Attorney game that they just fell and, yeah, okay. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. Now, the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside this plane. I know. We claim that there's some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from. As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time. Caught me. Yes, I do. Victim fell from top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Alright, comment, type in chat. Did you see that coming? Did you see that from the very beginning? Did you know that that's how it would go? Now then if that's the case, then we have a second one. Hey you, tell me I'm dead. Why are you screaming? He's alive! Well, Miles. Knew it. Man, it's living proof of that. Oh, he got a look on his face. That is a look of, I caught you slipping. And that is a look of, what do you mean I slipped? The current circumstances. That's supposed to mean. Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir. Suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. The reality is the cargo box is there. So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. Ooh! It may be there now. But there's no proof that it was always there. If there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. Ah, but the saves are there. Yes, we shall save. Because you're not catching me slipping again. You got me slipping twice in the same episode. What can I use to show that it's possible the box was not always where it is now? Well, first. Now. Yes.
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Jingfa. Yes, despite a short layover in Jingfa in order to refuel. That wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. And the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time. To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next in the box in question. Jingfa Express! Wow, what are the chances? I only saw bed sheets. Correct meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Jingfa. And what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe to Jingfa leg of the flight. Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. This theory is still far-fetched, but I made a chance to prove how likely my scenario is. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Dagnabbit. Let's go. Alright. How do you think we're doing so far? Do I have to investigate everything? Can I just not just be sure? Tag on it, sir. Let's see. A leaf red statue. Never heard of it, nor I. But all I care about is we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Let's get investigating, sir. LeBronc. Oh, you managed to get up there? Bro, I don't care about your stuff. Oh, is it? That's right. Ugh. Why are you here? I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. Blanc. Where's mine? I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Alif red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been a large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Oof. That's concerning. How is he alive? I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun. I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin his plane. Mr. Edwards, so that's 10 million cents. Is that in euros or is it in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to a murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It's a very valuable piece of art. So no, there will be no touching. Ew, you're like annoying. Shaboom! If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Jingfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc, I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say Myra is a fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Would say such fantastical things those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. You mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc. Why is this name going over my head? Zinc LeBlanc. Why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? It says this plane is there. The cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, my Oliver. Too bad for you. The statue was brought on board in Europe just as it states in this certificate. No, that's actually the opposite of what we needed. Which means there was never a window of time in which the statue was sitting there. I respectfully disagree. I can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. This, I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Elif red. I see 0 red. Gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. The statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. Yes. Yeah. Why are we calling it the Elif red? Also, look, it's under. It's under. It's under. It's new. Look, it's new. You can tell it's new. Because the Jingfa stuff is under it, which means that it was placed on top of it, which means it couldn't have been here first. Now let's prove it. So this is the infamous Elif red statue. What is it, Mr. Edworth? Do you find something? Something wrong with this picture. You should examine it in more detail. Oh, they're telling me to do well. So, I'm going to assume it's the fact that this is a red statue, red-eyed statue, and this is a yellow-eyed statue. It should be called the Elif Yellow. Eureka! Eureka! His eyes are awfully not red, don't you think? One of them looks orange and one of them looks yellow. Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, sitting with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about the sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Sir, they're red! As I thought, statue's a fake. Mr. LeBlanc, what do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. I allow you... Did I forget? The Elif red, I suppose it's your pride and joy, is it not? It's the biggest trophy on this European trip. You know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is going to be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I get to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but what is that? Sympathy for what? You'll see. I'll let you compare the eyes. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I was talking about the two of us. Yeah, nice eyes. Yeah. Gumshoe's 32. Oh. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Wait a second. This is actually not important. 28, 24, 62, 24, 19, 32. Oh, Edgeworth. Why the sudden yelling now then? Oh! It's a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Now, do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. I believe that even further examination will be required now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake. There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Jingfa. I'll present to you that evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. How do I go down? Oh, like that. Nope. I have no idea. Nope. I made a mistake. Nope. It's out. Alright, this is the part where I ask everybody who's watching, what do you think? Because I know for a fact it is this spot. But I don't know. Obviously it's none of these. Right? None of these. Makes sense. Alright. So, start it. So now I get over it. Okay. It's not this. It's not this. This is my guess. What do we think? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Yes or no? What do we think? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? I'll give YouTube a chance to catch up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Alright. And YouTube is saying go for it, because why not? I like your confidence. Oh boy. Oh good, we did the right one. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep, peep it. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth, supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Jingfa. There is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Jingfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however you have it backwards, Francesco. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport, it would have been after the swapping occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who was forging or modifying cargo certificates. Oh right, we reloaded, so we got yeah, we're good. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was going to get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo can be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Jingfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly, this only goes to prove my theory. The statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe to Jingfa leg of the trip. There would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move the statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now. Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. After moving the elite red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. For context, for those of you who don't know what luminol is, when there is blood in the area and it's wiped up, well, luminol will reveal any traces of blood. So you can never fully get rid of blood because luminol can actually find it. See? I see there's a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. And you see how much blue is in that area? It was a lot of blood in that spot. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It seems that my deductions were correct after all. And see, look, you can't see it right here, but under the luminol test, you can see it. Pretty cool. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. How do you think the killer did that? Oh, that one's easy. We have this.
Take that!
The bloody cloth that was hidden inside of the suitcase. We are safe. Yes. The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Jingfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Jingfa. There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. So that means the murder actually happened between, like, what, the hours of 3:15 and 4 o'clock? Or 3 and 4? Yeah, right. Because layover took place when? When did the layover happen? Like, why am I not? Oh, there it is. Between 4 and 5. Yeah, so it literally happened between 3 and 4, I think. Because LeBlanc's... Is this testimony in here? It's not. I think it happened between the hours of 3 and 4. Wow, okay. There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. Okay, what did she say? Oh, Mr. Acme Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Interesting, because I just proved he must have been gone by between 3 to 4. Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regards to when we departed to... I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. To be continued, dun dun dun! And you should remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You should like because it's a fun video. It's very interesting content. You should share because your other friends may want to feel so positive and hyped up because they're so smart when they get all these answers, right? You should subscribe because you never know when I'm going to go live. You should comment so that we can play the game together. Gadoosh. Also, I don't know if you've heard this today, but you're visible to someone. Even if you're invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, and know that someone is rooting for you. Okay, back to the show. Pretending to sleep, are we? Miss Meal. Miss Meal! Huh? You recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Jingfa. You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched out at Jingfa. How? Miss Chamomile! Chamomile. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did? No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Mayo. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Ugh! This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Meal, if you please tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Look at those eyes. Miss Meal's alibi. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Do you do your job? Miss Mio, wake up! Ah. Zzz. She fell asleep again. Glad the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Oh, here we go. Look at the bubbles. I need to pop. Press. Miss Mio, wake up! Awake, awake. Miles, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant assistant. Ask me to wake her up when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use. Press. If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. What were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having the most delicious dream. Yeah, you were neglecting your duties. No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. I don't even know why I'm about to press this. Miss Mia! Times I have to repeat myself. Wake up! I'm awake. I'm awake. Why is he getting hit? Oh, what did I miss? Really? Sorry about that. Make amends by continuing with your testimony. Sure, I'm going to press this one more time. Now, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oop, got you. Oh, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yeah, absolutely we should raise an objection. What do you mean you were by yourself between the hours of 5 to 6 when at 5:40 someone bought a suitcase? Clear contradiction in your testimony. What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Wait. It's gotta be this, right? Take that! Okay, cool. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Mio. For it shall prove you are guilty. Huh? A receipt for what? For the suitcase Miss Tenero brought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, you can see it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenero. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. I request that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex eye. It says nothing. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. I never gave her a voice show. She doesn't have one. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off. Did you see Miss Meal there at that time? No. So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Bell! Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one that asks questions here. Not yeah, maybe that's it. That's crazy. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. Literally. Just way too convenient. But it's the truth. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Those eyes. Reason for suspicion. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too. She's the one in charge of the elevator key card in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. She'd be like, Kimmy, how could you do this to me? I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Edgeworth. Never mind. Do you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of laughed. I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of humor. Alright, people. I'm gonna have to see how this actually goes, but since we're in the latter confrontation, Cammy Meal. Wow, it really tells you a lot, doesn't it? We're probably at the actual killer. Let's see. Press. Let's see what she's got to say. No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. But I say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Yeah, I guess.
Hold it!
Hold it! Sorry being the table for the questioning, right? We already forgot. Oh, yeah, guess I just forgot. Cammy, I know you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me? A killer? This meal. What did you mean just now by no one else could have done it? I'm not sure one in charge of the key card, so you know it's gotta be her. And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal? I take care of the attendance room. Yeah. But I spend so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility. Shit does not work. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Virginian. She's the only one in this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why did you say so in the first place? Ooh, Edgeworth, you begin caught slipping. Yeah, so I'm really good at Virginian. Fluent in Virginian? Suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Virginian. Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Virginian. That's really interesting, actually. Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes. Huh? But why? While Miss Tenero's busy with the passengers and all of her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Oh, Francesca, what? I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning while you bluff your way through this like a certain defenseless slaughter. Shots fired! And I do not honestly believe Miss Meal does any actual work about this fight. Well, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well... Do you think I should press or do you think I should save? Press, right? We should definitely press. We should press. And if nothing comes, we should definitely present on the next one. So exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Virginian stuff? I do stuff like translate things from and into Virginian. And he's the only member who understands. Miss Meal, I take it then that is your job to process all the Virginian paperwork. Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here. So it would appear I should ask her a few more details about her work, and Miss Meal is very unladylike to push suspicion on someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda's very sus. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. Must be a really abstract concept, huh? The abstract here is the landscape inside your head. Only thing abstract is the landscape inside your head. Inside! Alright, the attendance room is some Virginian stuff. So the way I'm going to say it again. You're like this. Why are you saying so much? Because you already saw what happened when I didn't say it. I'm catching you with... Yeah.
Objection!
Ooh, the classic Mile Edgeworth. Shake. The only one in the flight crew that speaks Virginian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I say I'm riding my day for a while. That's the case. The signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? That will keep up. It's a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To delete. I don't know why you can see any of that, but okay. To delete anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Virginia is you, Miss Neal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Leaf Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh. Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It is exactly as you say. She'd been faking the sleep bubbles. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really? All you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So, sorry about that. Yeah, finally switched. Here we go. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who's under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone that can. You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all the blame for the crime onto her. This evidence will prove... Shoot! That took too long. Dang nabbit!
Take that!
Boom. Shakalaka. You like this, how'd you know? It's just coming at me right now. Killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? Oh, that's a horrendous face. The only way all of these actions make sense is that the killer had wanted to frame Miss De Niro for the murder. Miss De Niro buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand and adapted their plan. And tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from turbulence. The killer then... I call it Miles. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the flight shop and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That's because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. Stop playing with me, Miles. Yeah, they're just coming to me. Ooh, that's what I said earlier. And now it's like, yeah. So, let's think about this one. Also, it's a new hour. And I already said it, but I'm going to say it again. I don't know if you heard this thing, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know someone sees you. If someone loves you, know someone is rooting for you. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Never know when I'm going to go live. We're having a great time. You should share it so other people can have a great time. And I love seeing what you guys comment. For real, I do. Okay, people, what are we thinking? Where or when? It's definitely not who. Who doesn't matter. Who was always going to be discovered. When? Now, Miles, you sound dumb. No, Miles, no. Isn't that an explanation for how the killer chose who and not why they had to? But that's the start from there. We're gonna talk about completely unrelated matters. Do you mind if I take a nap? Hold on! Totomate! I'm just getting to the meat of my argument. So, like I said, where? From the beginning, it was always where. But the circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Tannero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Tannero or myself. But you, Miss Camille, only you and you alone can be the killer. I wonder if Camille will put you to sleep. And bro's like, what? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Ooh! Oh. That's not good. Hold up, let me hear music. Ooh. That's some bumping music. I can do this because I have like so many of these. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. Isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Or that I still can't quite fit into the big picture? I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually had no idea what it was, and then I was like, wait a second, have we ever touched the cell phone? Did we even talk about the cell phone? I was like, yeah, I'm on the cell phone. Ooh, that was loud. I don't have any actual evidence, as Miles has been doing this entire case. I thought not. Well, that's because it went missing, and still is. Missing? Oh, wait. Missing? What do you mean by that? I don't remember. I don't think it. Objection! In the complex puzzle that is this case, there's one piece I kept getting stuck on. That's the victim's cell phone. Francesca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Now, technically, you see that extra S on the end of Agent Hicks? Because his name ends in an S, you don't need that extra S. You can just put an apostrophe after the S, and it still works. Because now it's Hicks's is. Hicks's is. That's what it's saying. Versus Hicks. Alright, now you've learned something educational. At least that's what you told me. That's right. Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. You mean, the killer took the phone with them? It's not a voice like you. Oh well. Precisely, I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Ha ha ha. Come on, get serious. If the victim felt his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? Well, none of that until we try a little experiment, will we? I'm just saying, Francesca, I'd like to ask your sister. You know the victim's phone number, don't you know? Of course I do. Oh, wait. Do you hear that? It's the sound of guilt. Let's do this, people. I hear detective, now where is it coming from? Ow. What? How did you know that? So I'm going to walk to the locker. No, it can't be. It's Miss Tenero's. What? And so here we go for the final bout. We've been doing this all day since 6 o'clock in the morning. Miles has not had a break. And it don't look like he's getting one anytime soon. Oh wait, what was the name of this? It's still ladder confrontation. Candy Mill. Let's see. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room. In Miss Tenero's locker. What? Rhoda Tenero? I don't know anything about the phone. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away.
Objection!
Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. The killer went to steal the key card. They conveniently stashed his cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the key card, alright. The same way that we have zero proof the killer did just that. Ooh, it's hard to be someone else. Only voice that sings the truth is evidence. This is the one bird we cannot ignore. How about we dust it for fingerprints? We could dust it for fingerprints. I'm saying we could do a luminol test. We could do a fingerprint test real quick. Check him out. Unless there's something very incriminating on or in it. Hold it! Oh, she sped back. What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer even took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to the killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Okay, so maybe it's the cracked screen. The LCD is broken. That screen, you can't even place a call with us. You can still place a call with the cracked screen. It's a camera lens. To think of it, I wonder how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of the smuggling? Jessica. Wait, I wanted to open it. No! This cell phone could have taken pictures. What? Edward, what do you do with your life? Ooh, I like her phone. I like it a lot. Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this, in particular pictures as evidence for his smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for a killer smuggler. Why didn't she just delete it? Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. We can send the pictures to Francesca. Just because the screen's broken don't mean the phone is broken. Oh wait, you have to know the phone's passcode probably actually. Man, I go back to sleep now. Oops, hit the objection. The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. That's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Francesca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Yes, SIM cards. Just look at the model on the phone. Ooh-yo! Definitive proof, people. Definitive proof. The proof is in the phone. The broken phone. Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Hey, the leaf reads nowhere in this picture. But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Ooh! Is this it? Is this the end? Oh. Oh, they are cargo ships from Virginia to Zhangfa. So the reason they aren't here now is they were dropped off in Zhangfa. So long, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Fortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes are written in Borginian. It says, it is cloth in English. Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer... Well, what? What for does that scary face? Miss Meal! Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh. What? Yeah, like, I think we're done with all of these. Okay, let's see. What haven't we used? I'm going to... Alright, people. There's definitely something on this page. What are we thinking? We got the cargo, the testimony, the suitcase, the cup. Borginian cloth. Cloth that's written in Borginian. Huh. Sometimes you just gotta say the evidence out loud. And what is that supposed to prove? Nope, that's wrong. Hold up, wait. 2 of my notes. The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they'd spilt. There's one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I've finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhangfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits the description is you, Miss Chamomile. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian. Sorry, but I can't agree with you on that assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. There's no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Virginian, well then, logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Because if it was me, I would go to the bed sheets. Because I know it can clean up blood. Precisely. Bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? I'm trying to say, the only reason you would open that weird box is if you understood what it said. If I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been, like, literally the perfect thing. However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cardboard. So they were afraid to leave signs in the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian claw, well, that's a horse of a different color. That's the second time you didn't use that phrase. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Jingfa. That's right. This is why the Borginian cloth was used. Big brain play. If only someone else spoke Borginian. And she almost got away with it. The only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Camille, you and you alone. It will be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we have to do is contact the Jingfa authorities in time. And you can find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. What do you say, Miss Mail? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Jingfa? Just leaving that up for a second, because Toadie probably gonna be screen chat. Why is she not freaking out? This is the part where she freaks out and just... Okay, there we go. Okay. Got concerned. Usually they freak out. It's like, let's freak out part. He was in her pool. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. And just like that, another case solved. Boom, boom, bada bing, boom, boom. Easy. We finished making all the arrangements. Take the suspected, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did you say anything about that? Taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the top, she just started foaming at the mouth. Scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. Looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Broda! I just want to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. Oh, look, it's saving. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Now I have to go back and see if the suitcase that Miles had in the first game, if it was that suitcase. That's crazy. The way she about to cold shoulder you. Like, this is a sad shoulder. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. Remember, we at Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. Thanks, keep that in mind. I gotta go. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Oh, that's such a nice thing to say to someone. I hope your skies are blue no matter where you go. Such a nice thing to say to someone. Hey you, person watching. I hope your skies are blue no matter where you go. My day was full of earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. It wasn't an earthquake, it was a turbulence. Or just goes out filling out because paperwork, departure. Yeah, Miss Von Car is always really busy, sir. Flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Cancel the car I had you reserved earlier. You got it, sir. Let's go. Look at here. Francesca. I thought I told you when I first landed, I have no time for idle chatter. Not that you're wasting your time, however, it's been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscence. Just who do you think I am? 19-year-old. Yeah, this sounds about right, actually. You're oh, look at Miles. What a gentleman. You're Francesca Von Karma. A very proud prosecutor, deserving of much respect. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. Dancing Pierrot, living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. True, your father may have been common, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group on the trailer was a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture. It's a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Oh, older brother Miles. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent. He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day. Something caught up in this one case, I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles at work. He would be dragging people in. Can you hear the rain? I have no idea if you can actually hear it. I think you can hear the rain. Golly, you really. Oh, it is what it is. I'll be back in this country soon. And when I am, be sure I'll pay you back in full. Yes, get on. I don't want to keep voice acting when they're free. Let's go. And just like that, she's gone, Hansa. Like it was lightning earlier. I can see the lightning. But, like, golly. The rain came down hard. Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for it. Again, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. No. I'm going to celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my... Oh, Francesca's the one cutting it? I thought it was you. Or maybe it's both of y'all. Poor detective. He's barely surviving. I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I even fly down the road in the patrol car. What? Don't make me remind you, detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Jessica Barr and Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edward speaking? Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. You are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? I don't know who this is. Oh, Mr. Armano. Ernest Armano, correct? Ernest Armano. Ernest Armano. I don't know, usually I'm much better with the names in this game, but like I'm just not getting it. That's like Ernest Man. Like, As I do remember, it was rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. Ooh. The end. Well, we still got time, folks. Let's go ahead and enter the kidnap turnabout. Go ahead and save it here. Now. Woohoo. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Look. Miles is there. Francesca's there. But we don't know this one, and we don't even see what's there. We don't know this one, we don't see what's there. We don't know this one, and we don't see what's there. Alright, folks. Prepare yourself for the Kidnap Turnabout Episode 3. Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. First of all, let's celebrate the fact that we just won. Yay! We did it. Yay! Yay! We did good. Alright, now, the games are supposed to get harder as we go on. So let's see how we do. Excitement. Yes! Well, how's that for a way to start the episode? Scary, huh? Who was that? And what are they talking about? Split, please. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. Don't faint, Edgeworth. Bro cannot catch a break! Bro, I remember this being so difficult to figure out how to get out of this room. Oh my gosh! It was so hard. Powerful Zaibatsu. Zaibatsu. Lantamano. You, Edgeworth. Who's there now? You laugh at Gentleman's Plight. My favorite. She's so tall. And her face is cuter, and I mean that in like a literal, like it's cute sense. Oh wait, I didn't mean to put it there. No! I wanted to have like a space. I want to see something. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy! Jeez, that's creepy! Oh, that's creepy. Ah, that's creepy. Hold on, I just want to see real quick. Alright, continue. Yeah, that's how she used to look. Yeah. Ooh, Miles just looks so rough in like the animated version. Oh, but no, that is definitely what her face looked like. Kidnapper me? No way, I'm not in such petty crimes. Nope. There's something much, much bigger. Oh, look at you, look like an anime character. So cute. Ah, so cute. Miles is not here for this. Miles is not that kind of character. Ugh. Must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Great thief, and it should really just claim to be the Yatagarasu. Although my real name is Kay Faraday. Kay Faraday? Kay Faraday. I think it's Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, okay? Good, glad that's settled. Ah, look at her little cute smile. Oh, so cute. Not quite, Apple, no questions for you. Miles is not in the mood. For should be so kind as to remove these ropes. Yeah, that sounds about right. 17 sounds about right. Jeez, her and Francesco are basically the same age. I wonder, should I remove them? I'm actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Yeah, 17 sounds about right. Miles, don't let her get to you, dude. Don't do it. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and ice glare on me, you know. This rope goes through here, and there you go. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. Think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a hard time believing. I'm the real genuine Yatagarasu, you know. Yep. Pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. I just always loved her energy. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to say. Like, this is great. Shoot, technically she hasn't stolen anything in front of me yet. And you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Yep! Girl is literally in the wrong game. Yep, the most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. Like, look at Miles and look at her. Look at the, like, complete difference in how they are drawn. And their actions, of course. Miles is definitely from the 1800s. And Kay is from a 2000s anime. I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as a second get-together. That way the thieves can pass down their titles like that. Yeah, you were. What's it called? Yeah. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it! There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor. How did you know he was a prosecutor? You know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing pretty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing? And what would that be? That's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here. Look at her. She just like puffs her neck out. Like, she's so cute. And also, she got a gigantic key in her head. It's a lot. Not bad. Hairpin. That one must be heavy. Shall have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess not. I'm Miles Edward. Aha! Now I remember. Sure is Jerry. Did he ever say he was a prosecutor? Choice. I can't ever say he was a prosecutor. I don't know why she thinks he's a prosecutor. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. Pull. I'll be honest with you. I probably shouldn't keep it in this format, but this just feels quite comfortable for me. I'm just really scratching that familiar bone. Like that familiarity, like it's really just really touching. So, yeah, we're just going to leave it here. I've seen that we're locked into the other side. What? No way. I don't hear you. Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? What? Looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops, slight circulation. It's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. Sigh. Suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can find another way out. Alright. The only thing I remember is this actually meant that's the hat. The head. I didn't mean the head. Alright. It's like the bad badger. It's looking as bad as ever. It's like a costume to me. I guess the bad badger's costume is at the very least a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head thing out here on the floor? Okay. They go ahead and save. Alright. Alright, so, yeah. This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over to and out the window if we climb this. How are you supposed to climb it? Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Hope you go okay, and good luck. Great thief Eureka suit. Spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go. Wait, just. I want to see if I can delete that one. If I can, I'll delete it. Just real quick. Ugh, it's weird. Just real quick. I just want to see what this looks like specifically. I can't delete things. Darn it. Dagnabbit. Oh, she is pouting like crazy. Oh, she is not happy. As I thought, his beam was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean? As I thought. I'm not sure guinea pig, you know. That is too funny. Okay. I think I am going to play this one in the pixel mode. And like, it just doesn't look right for some reason. It doesn't look right. And we're just going to stay pixelated. We'll fix it in a little bit, but yeah, for now, we must do what we got to do. Is this cell phone? If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Although we do have a way right here. A phone that never dies. Miles, what is that brick? That's not a cell phone. That's a house phone. What? Miss Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by a kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. Don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sort of... What's wrong, detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang. Shilong Lang or Shilong Lang? Of interval. Shilong Lang. I'm going to have to double check how I pronounce that. Pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. Crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in the world of trouble. And why would you say that? Long Z says. Okay, so if it's long, it's Lang. I feel like it's long. Z says, the pack that runs together stays together. You can catch my drift? You cause quite a ruckus by running blindly into situations and getting caught. Should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of this here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't gotten any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. And once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you, eventually. What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No. My phone ran out of power. No way. Doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, but name lists us two after all. Put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally? You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family, too. And look at that! The Proto Badger is my least favorite. Because I don't know if you can see his face, but he looks creepy. Everyone else looks great. The Blue Badger, the Bad Badger, the Pink Badger, I think is her name. The Proto Badger, if you're the prototype, there's a reason you're the prototype and not the mascot. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there when I start with the picture back. Can't do that, that's cheating. Only one of each Badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of Badgers, there's one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts as Badger. You have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. Thought my mic might have been on. Maybe we could use this paint to help us escape. You could, like, if you had some, like, fire, you could, like, explode it. And then explode it outside, like, drop it out. See, that's what I'm thinking, too. Yet, at the same time, what if it blows you up? Yeah. Oh. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? Man, I had to put the window so high up anyway. I was supposed to make her daring escape. Suppose we can make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Ah, it's pretty clever. You make a good thief yet, Mr. Edward. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence ever again. Let's see, I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Man, why did they make such ginormous lockers anyway? If we wanted to use these lockers, we'd need some sort of foothold. Shoot. Okay. Oh, hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a Pink Badger costume. Pink Badger? You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? He does not. Okay, in that case, you better study up on the whole Badger clan. The Proto Badger. He's the very first Badger. The Bad Badger. He's a vile criminal with a gun. Blue Badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. This is crazy. Gun first and pink are more emphasized than peace. Isn't that terrible? First pink gun, first gun pink. Those matter more so than peace. Why is peace so small? Terrible. Pink Badger. Note her unique pink bow. Yeah, the proto badger. He don't look right. Everybody else look aligned. Yeah. Oh, I was not reading. Oh my gosh, what? There's this thing. Think of it as a Bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. It's a Bible, and yet peace is like so not bold. This is ridiculous. Whatever. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Pink Badger's family's home. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty, which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Great Gatewater Group owes the police from all the cases they solved. They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park? It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. All residents will have inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Like keys, bro. But first, let's do this. Suppose this is the Pink Badger, but since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her lashes are. I mean, she actually has lashes, the others don't. That's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink and the bow. She doesn't have red lips though. Like, oh wait. She don't got red lips. Like, I don't know about that one. But okay. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? Alright. That blue badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him look cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? Everyone gets touched about. So is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this Badger, Kay? Ha! Can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. Last but not least, the Blue Badger. I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. What? My nemesis, what? Why is she beating it up? He's got the word badge right in his name. That nothing. That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And I think he's out there wandering around this park. But be careful, he's gonna arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. Alright. Let's go ahead and go for the key. What have we here? Ah! Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Let's see. This is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. Something is what's relevant strangers. Okay. Step out the way, child. Let's see if the key opens this door. I'll flip. Oh, what? What? Words? Do you know where the person who kidnapped you went? Good question. Why thought they locked you up in here? It sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all haze in my mind. But I do recall that the kidnapper was talking to someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with 2 kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the 1 million. Ooh, $1 million. Well, they went in the next room. Let's see what we can find out through the slot. Oh, she moved. Ooh, compared to the room the kidnappers were in. So are we going to talk about it? Is that what I think it is? Like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! Like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. I think this building was originally built with a basement. OM gosh. No way, there's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Which would mean that I could probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe that I may have just found our ticket out. Okay, probably time for some logic. Hey, yeah! Wait, no, it's wrong! Shiitake! I knew I should say eat. Let's try this again. Oh, the floor panel and the beam on the side. That's what I meant. Boom. Let's hook on this beam. You already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible. Ha! I was about to suggest that again, rather that it's here for a different purpose. Really? Like what? It's all in the adjacent room. It's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Do you know how long I struggled with this? I was stuck here for hours, years, at least a decade ago. Just stuck for a long time. But it is clearly that floor panel is on top. The beam is literally hooking it in. But I didn't have enough experience to know that that's how certain things work. That things click into each other. I didn't know. I'd never seen anything like it. And thus I was stuck for such a long time. But now I understand. And I'm seeing it. My eyes are picking up on things that they didn't pick up on before. So obviously, that's how that works. And there's a coffee cup right there. I didn't notice its existence all the time because it was hidden at the start. Alright, then let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. And then the game even tells you, this is the exact same type of room. I am not falling for that. That is such a trap. I'm going to save. Got it. Yes. Alright. Let's go. We're going to click it. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. It's always smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch. Alright. This thing is locked down tight. Aw, fiddlesticks. Yeah, I figured you were going to do something like that since there's a tiny key in the underground entrance. Let's do this. Hey, yeah. I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. It's so pixelated. Like, I only notice when I'm really looking. I love the tense feeling of those moments when you're about to uncover something big. The feeling of freedom will be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open, and now... Child, no! Ah, wait! Are you alright? Yay! I'm fine. The ladder just lifted. Maybe because you jumped. A lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? No, it's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Ugh, can't believe that happened. You only have yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Hey, yo! Am I about to get out of here? Yeah, because I just put that together. I was like, wait a second, what you mean the ladder's removable? Hey, yo! Seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? Oh, she's so happy! More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder. What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? Give me my health back. Thank you, sir. It's not as cool as it used to be. It used to go zhoop. Now just look up. Oh, she looks happy. Spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Ah, this feels familiar. Miles. Looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! So glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna... Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, What? Kill it off! The man in black? $99. Shifu! All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole weird, like what are those? I remember him wearing shades. They weren't... Yeah, I don't know what they did. I don't know why there's like an X going across his head, but I remember being able to distinctly see his forehead. So they definitely upgraded that. That's different. And everyone has a name that their parents gave them. But again, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. I remember them just being like normal shades. No one is a 2 or 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Shifu, Shifu! You are Agent Lang, I take it. You infidel. They address our Shifu so rudely. Line Z says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show proper respect towards another person. You should not. This isn't much. Please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. With that in mind, you'll get far in life. Got it? Ah, that's right. Jessica did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Jingfa. Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? Well, that's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You saw the murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! Well, you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that, Mr. Saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Insane. Commentary from the game you're playing and in is crazy. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. So this is literally the day before Miles' first case. So the day up. Wow, at 2 o'clock. 12 o'clock. This is the day before Miles' first case of the game. Which is the day after the second case of the game. So it's actually 3, 1, 2, the order this goes. This is weird. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. So I don't know if you heard this day, but you're visible to someone. Even if you feel invisible, know that someone sees you, know that someone loves you, know that someone is rooting for you. 37. Unknown. Let's say Miles is between these 2 ages. Unknown age. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Because as we continue to play, I'm sure you're going to figure things out. And I need your help. So you should comment and let me know what you're thinking and which evidence to use. You should share because positivity abounds. You should like because it's fun content. And you should subscribe because you never know when I'm going to go live. Alright, we're going to finish out this wording. And then we'll be back on a different time. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francesca and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. Not so fast. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom in Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings. Why don't you just go on back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? Yeah, well, your Wolverine-looking self. Go back to Interpol. You dare to mark the court? I do. And I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort its day. Use the adjective filthy to... Actually, a lot of people. But I feel such intense loathing emanating from them. Alright, men, good job on the perimeter around Gate Waterland. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Sir. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? What? To the mate! Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it's thing. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. Suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Gumshoe will fill you in on that on a later date. Alrighty, people. This was a very successful stream, I think. Ah, it's just so creepy. Yes, I think this was a very successful stream. Alrighty. I'm trying to think. Do I have any announcements? I don't think so. We are on the third case out of 5. And then there's the next game, which I assume also has 5 cases. That's pretty stable. We're moving pretty quickly. It's not taking us too long, I say. It only took 2 days to complete the second case. Which means, at max, it'll take 3 days to complete the fourth case. At max. Alright, everybody. I'm about to cue the outro. And I don't think YouTube actually lags as much as I think they do anymore. But, unclear. So, prepare yourself. Just in case, we're going to say the outro twice. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. You all have a wonderful day and goodbye. Yep. Giving you two some time to catch up. You alright? You alright? You alright? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Invisyble playing Ace Attorney Investigation.